what it would look like if you were living your best life ever. What would your career look like? What would your relationship with your partner look like? What would your relationship with your children look like? And with your friends? What would it look like if you were living your best life ever? I had the opportunity to ask myself these questions. You can open your eyes now. If tomorrow were your last day on earth, you knew that that was coming, and would you be able to say, I did it all. I gave it my best. I lived my best life possible. I was enough. Yeah. Well, at the age of 19, as Jane said, I spent 6 months in the hospital. And 3 months into that, I was in a situation where I was basically on the edge. I was 10 feet from the edge, so to speak. I was in excruciating pain following my 3rd surgery, and I was literally, I had poison that was just raging through my body, and I just was ready to give up. I had fought the fight for 3 months. I had been ill for 2 months prior to that, and I was just done. And it was at that moment that I was done that an angel came into my room in the form of the hospital chaplain. We had become really good friends. And Chaplain Bohannon, he looked at me and he said, Peggy, I know you're tired. I know you're ready to give up. But today, we're going to talk about the only power you have left, and that is the power of choice. I made some big choices that day. He said, I want you to live. Your friends, your family, they want you to live. But Peggy, this is your choice. One of my mentors, the great Les Brown, he said to me one time, he said, you don't know what strong is until strong is the only choice you have left. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm pretty loud. Okay. So we'll get over here to this mic then. Does that work? Okay. Sorry about that. So he said to me though, he said, Peggy, you don't know what strong is until strong is the only choice that you have left. I lived that statement for 6 months, but it was those last 3 months that I put on my fighting power and I fought with everything I had. I didn't eat a solid bite of food for over 4 months. I had to learn to walk again. I struggled through that day in and day out. But after 6 months of being in UAB hospital, I built a couple of those buildings there, you know. But after 6 months of that, I walked out of UAB. And I was alive. I was more than alive. And I knew that I would always do more than survive. I would thrive. There's a big difference. And I'm sure that we have some people in this audience today who are thrivers. That when you go through a tough time in life, you thrive on the other side of it. Because you have a choice. It's always yours, is how you're going to live those challenges.